Ugh, that tasted like shit for some reason. I clean that one all the time. I'm mad sweaty right now. I might take off the hat. If you guys notice, the shirt matches the Elmo and stuff behind me. The Elmo and Big Bird. Yeah. So that's me proving I'm not a pedophile for just having those toys. There's also we got the Notorious B.I.G. right there, and Travis Barker right there as Funko Pops. I want to be a Funko Pop really bad. I want the Kanye West one. Please send me it for fan mail. That'll go on this channel. Anyway, what's going on, guys? The title of this is hYOUmans. You might be like, what the fuck? Well, I might make this the title, the new series called hYOUmans. And that's where I want to talk about that. I want to talk about this new series I'm doing where it's a multi-person, multi-camera angle interview. Not interview. I used to have multi-angle podcasts, and then I stopped for a while, but we invested pretty fucking heavily in the microphone department. We have 3 Shure SM7Bs and one of these, the RE20, the Electro Voice, which will be used if there's ever more than 3 people on the podcast. You know, I've only had me and one other person. I filmed about 4 of them. 4 of them, yeah, and then one person wanted to redo, so I've technically done 3. It's just hard to find. Well, let me explain what it's about, though. But it's just hard to find people to do this with, or maybe I'm just like, I don't know how to find the right people, because the main focus behind hYOUmans, and it's spelled this way, right? And you'll see it in the title and stuff like that. Lowercase h, capital YOUMANS. I wanted to call it YouTube in the beginning, but I thought, that might be a little bit of a problem, right? Because YouTube, right? It was about the creators, about the individual, it's about the person, and now it's not, right? It's about Jimmy Kimmel. It's about the trending page. It's about that thing has that many views, so that's the one I'm gonna continue to watch and stuff. It's not about I don't know, individual creators and stuff. I feel like I kind of lost that, so I kind of within, I guess, what they constructed themselves is me trying to find people and point out individuals who want to be pointed out, right? I guess that's kind of what I'm going for. And what I mean by individuals, it's like focusing on them, like what makes their eyes sparkle, right? Like what makes their eye, when people's eyes light up, everybody loves seeing somebody. Oh shit, one sec. Okay, I forgot to plug in the powered microphone for the new camera, because that's a fucking thing. God. I wish I just got the hand. I'm not going to complain. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. It just needs to have a powered mic for scratch audio. And it doesn't have that built in. I got it without the fucking microphone. So if we're restarting for some reason, but I doubt we will, I think I'll still be able to find it and post and shit like that. Talking about hYOUmans, about the individual. And I've done a couple of them, like I said, and I'm trying to figure it out if I'm doing it right. I felt like I'm figuring it out. I'm getting closer to the pendulum swing, right? That's what everything is. When you start out, it's bad, right? Well, like I'm pretty good at conversationalist, so like I've kind of have done interviews before, so I'm not like really starting from zero in the interview department. And I've interviewed people back in the day who were just from around the town, right? Who thought they were something or wanted to be something. That's the kind of person I want to interview. It's like, who thinks? I don't know. You're about to start to work, or you just started something, right? I want to talk to you about that, like the thing that you think is your thing, like your Wineboxpapi, for instance, right? But what I think I've done wrong so far in these interviews, and I think you might agree, but because they're not out yet, so but what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna try and reverse engineer, like figure out what makes my eyes light up. I wrote down a couple of things. The first thing was boobs, because they do. You got to be honest, man. The second thing was making people laugh. Like for instance, you got to dig deep. In one of the interviews you're gonna see, this also happened in one of the interviews with Umran. You'll see it. A very good interview. I had to dig deep to find this memory. of when I was about, I don't know, I guess like 4 or 5 years old, maybe 6. I don't know. My mom gave me like her little Nokia to pretend like it wasn't working or anything. I was just at my cousin's house. It didn't work. I just got to fuck around with it to pretend like I had a phone and stuff. Like, you know how kids are. And so I recorded. I made my cousin laugh, and I recorded it, and I got it on the Nokia, and I kept replaying it. And I remember that it was like the sweetest fucking sound ever. It was so weird. I don't know. I just remember playing it over and over. And I was like, the sound of human laughter that you cause is the most beautiful thing on earth. Because, I don't know. At that age, I mean, you still can't. I mean, you probably can explain why that gives you such a good feeling. I guess that probably does explain why everybody wants to be funny. I just answered it. Damn, because I wanted to do a podcast, a solo cast. I still will. On how everybody thinks they have a right to be funny. You know, a doctor will try and crack a joke. That's probably why. It's probably because it's the best feeling to make somebody laugh. Because there's so many things that are involved in making somebody laugh. Like, I mean, you take them for surprise. It's like a wit thing. It's I don't know. It's like, it's everything. It's very weird. It's being. That's a whole different podcast I'm getting into right now. But yeah, we'll start it. That's how it'll start. Something like being very funny is a very different skill than everything else. I would say. Very different, because you could be very funny, and like not. You have to work at it still. I don't know. You could fail, and you could still like not do anything with it. You know, you could or just or do nothing with it, or be told. I don't know. Just that's for a whole nother time. But so to get back into humans, I guess. So that's something that I would have dive into actually if I was asked during an individual, if being talked about me, during if I was being interviewed. It's not really an interview. I want it to be a conversation. Like a lot of people I don't know. It depends on. I haven't interviewed that many people, so the people I have interviewed so far have not been intimidated by it. They've been on camera and everything. One of the interviews we have a third camera, which is a red camera being recorded on both of us manually by a third person. Man, it's so cool. I love shit like that. Umran, that was the tightest shit. I can't wait to have him. Like that was awesome. You'll see. You'll just have to see. Really excited. I don't have the footage back yet, or else I would show you a little clip. But I haven't even seen it yet. I'm so fucking pumped. And they're gonna color grade it and everything. It's gonna look. It's gonna be the best looking one. But it's gonna be about you, right? And I also, by the way, I can take call-ins now, right? But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate that. I might incorporate that into the humans. If you see me looking at different angles, it's 2 different monitors. The one that you're gonna see, one that's bigger, that doesn't have as much info on, that I can see me more clearly, and then the your eyes, which is the lens. So if you notice that, like I'm noticing it, it's because I'm a narcissist and I have to keep going like, oh my god, yeah. Man, I missed you guys. I missed this. I miss all of it. But I think like this more. I miss this more than the roastings, which is funny, making fun of people. Because I want to dive into something else I've learned recently. I heard that takes a lot of weight off of people's shoulders, is to not try and find the happiness. Don't try and find happiness in life. Try and find meaning. And that won't give you happiness. Like I was told that to a person on the podcast yesterday, and they try to go, and then you'll find happiness through meaning. I was like, no. He who has a how can bear he with a Y can bear any how. Yeah. Sorry, I'm high. But like if you have if your truth, if your meaning is truthful, you can edit when you're sad. You can bear anyhow. Like, how am I going to do that? Yeah, how am I going to edit all these videos, clip these down, make me no, like, but you know, but you shouldn't worry about that. You know, just do it naturally. Take your time. Macro, on a macro level, have patience. On a micro level, also have patience, but work fast. You know, but don't overdo it and burn yourself out like I did, and then have to take 6 months off. But I don't know. I might just be narcissistic, but I think this is I'm a awesome example. I'm gonna be an awesome example in the future. I currently am, right? And as in like, look, you shouldn't do like Gary Vee says, the grinding lifestyle. Like you should take care of yourself if you need to. You know, I never, even when I had signs, I never did. Wow, we keep getting off track talking about me, little narcissistic cunt. Humans. It's about you. Wow, look at that. And I do try and keep it focused on them, but of course, to relate, you have to involve you. The self or something. Whatever. It's my podcast. I don't give a fuck. I'll do whatever I want. It's just, I enjoy it a lot. Greatly. And I figured out what I want to do. I want to get a new microphone for the comedy thing of me roasting. I have a new, like, in the third bedroom. Not a third bedroom, like it's a Harry Potter room type thing. But I'm really good at like interior decorating for creative spaces, which is really weird. I'm going to like film. I actually have it documented, me creating this space up here and me creating the garage into studios. And I will document in there as well. It's picture based. Obviously I didn't document with my voice. I was depressed, but I still did it because I had a why, you know, a meaning. That was meaningful to get these set up. This setup, like, it's, I don't know, it's like very simple if you look at it. It's like, it's just a chair in a corner, but like, you know, I had to like study lighting a little bit to be honest. Not to be honest with you, I had to study lighting to figure this out. This was not easy. The sound could be immensely better because I am in a completely open space. There's nothing. Like I should build something around that you can't see that blocks in the noise, but this microphone does it a fucking amazing job. Because there's not really anything close for it to bounce off of, the echo, right? So anyway, back to it, Mark. Back on fucking topic. I need a constant Jamie. Yeah. Skip back to topic. Someone that goes... That's why if I get a co-host or something, it needs to be a girl. Because I noticed that if I have women on the on the podcast, they'll be like, we were here, guys. Like they're like sick. Like let's get back to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and a woman's perspective is probably good to have actually, especially when it's all completely dominated mostly by men that I have on. So. That's open to possibilities, actually. But out here, in my area, I don't know about that. Who? What woman? Who? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so back to the individual thing. Be just talking shit about everybody I'm about to interview. No, I'm kidding. If I would talk shit about you, I wouldn't interview you. Well, actually, like. I talk shit about the people I love, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I want to figure out what they're gonna do and what they plan to do in their 5-year version, or what their ultimate version of them is. Sometimes I forget to ask that because I don't go in with a plan, right? I go in with that. So I'm trying to itch. I'm trying to do this. I'm just gonna itch. I'm doing it. Fuck it. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, that feels so good. The head tattoos at night. I scratch like. And I forget that I just got this sexy head tattoo, right, ladies? This sexy head tattoo. People been getting mad as fuck when I say like that I'm gonna get a face tat, or if I like mention about getting a face tat. I don't mean anytime soon, like within any quick time frame. But like if I just like say it in an Instagram post, people get mad, pissed, like they get so serious, and it's like men. And this one dude who was a fan, it was so weird. This dude was a fan, and then, like, was kind of being degrading about it. Like when it was kind of like a joke, because I had to put glasses on that had like it made it look like I had a tattoo. This makes it seem like I care, but this is just me looking at something and thinking inwardly like I would never act. I can't believe a human being acts like this, right? So this is very weird to me that human behavior can be like this, or humans can act like this, I guess. So he says, your clout, I don't know. You see it on my Instagram or whatever, but like, oh, your clout, you know how long your clout is going to last. So the SoundCloud look you're developing, you should like slow it down or whatever. Like, don't get the face tat or something. I was like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, man. This is not a SoundCloud look. Like, if I was like a banker, I would still have gotten this head tattoo. They would just fire my ass and I'd go do something else. For real. This is just me. I don't do this because, like, what do you mean? Like, I hate sound. I don't even, that doesn't even make sense. See, that's where he insulted, right? Like, he was like, I was never insulting. It's like, that's an insult, dog. But, like, I don't care about that, though. Because I make fun of myself all the time. I totally get it, bro. I totally get that my head tattoos are fucking insane. Are you kidding me? I have a huge 117 on the back of my head. A skull, like, holding flowers. And I think too much is actually, my mom likes this, actually. I think this one's the greatest. This is my favorite, actually. Because it has so much meaning. But I'm getting the middle of my throat done soon, so. I just did that so you could, like, I don't know why I did that, because there's no throat tattoo there. Like, and you know what, I'm high. But I'm going to move the thing so you could see it probably. I'll definitely move this so you could see the tat constantly, because I want you to. What's the reason of getting a tattoo if people aren't going to see it, bro? That's why everything's on my arms. That's because I'm not skinny enough to have my shirt off, or else I'd have tattoos elsewhere and my shirt off right now. So what were we talking about? No, the individual, or that's what we could. I could always just go back to that, and that I'd be right. So that's an easy cop out. I was talking about something, but we were just talking about this weird dude. Oh yeah, and then he said, so people were, or I responded or whatever, screenshotted it, made a post about it or whatever, and then he like started getting, he like said he was a huge fan, and he's just trying to give constructive criticism. Didn't give any, that's not constructive. If, you know, that's just criticism, right? Everybody, like, I'm very, very good with constructive criticism. Nobody's good with criticism of just stupid fucks, right? Like, when people comment on YouTube videos, they're like, and cry and criticize you, and then you respond, right? And they're like, you can't take constructive criticism. It's like, you are not being constructive, you fucking retard, right? For instance, if you're now typing, hey, you shouldn't say retard, you ugly fat fuck, you're not being constructive, right? Like, I can say retard. It's just I was raised. It's because I'm ignorant, right? And I choose to say that fucking word because I want to. That's who I am, right? But so this guy then started calling me, he's like, so some dude was standing up for me and stuff, which is totally cool. It's awesome that people stand up for me. And I don't need you guys to, of course, at all. I'm not asking you to. And that's not why I post, like, what people say. I try and post to show, like, hey, look, if you think there's, like, fucking unfollow me. Like, you're an idiot. Unfollow me. Like, look at, this is stupidity. If you agree with this, unfollow. Or, like, if you're going to act on it, I guess. Right? Like, because I would never comment on somebody's Instagram post. Like, I wouldn't even have an Instagram or anything if I didn't do it as a creator, though, as a job. So I used to have it, but nowadays I would not at all. Ooh. But then he started calling me a loser. He's like, you're sticking up for this fucking loser. So that was weird. I don't know how. So so this is just like me reflecting right now on this recent thing that happened. Sorry that it's kind of taking over this podcast a little bit, but that's because it's my podcast, bitch. I need more water. I really thought like a 1 water bottle would do it, but I don't want to lose my train of thought. But he's like, you're sticking up for this loser. I'm like, damn, like, you just went from like, and I wasn't even in the conversation. I'm like, oh shit, now you don't like me? That's crazy. Like, that quick? You know, like, people be like, it was just weird. It was so weird to me. And then now he made a, so I blocked him, right? And somebody messaged me. They're like, why'd you block him? I'm like, why would I not block him? They're like, it makes it seem like it gets to you. I'm like, no. I just, like, why would I have the negativity at all? I block all negativity. what's the point? Like, people, I won't like delete, like sometimes, like rarely, if I'm like, so like if I'm in a terrible mood and somebody says I'm like a super mean comment, then maybe I'll delete it. But I usually just like hide it from my notifications and I'll just leave it up. I don't give a fuck at all. I'll just be like, boop, didn't see it. But I love like the ability to be like delete and block. It like feels really good, to be honest. Makes you feel like God. It's like, oh yeah, you said that. Delete. It will go to your page, block, delete. You can't say shit ever again. But you got to make a new account. And you will. Because you love me. You want to suck my dick. The guy's probably watching this video right now. He's probably like, oh, he's talking about me. The funny thing is, this dude made a whole second account on Instagram. Started talking shit to everybody. And was like messaging me. But I'm not going to respond to you. Like, I didn't even look. I just said delete. Like, I could just do that, right? Delete. Delete all. Like, I have incoming messages. Delete all. Yeah, he started fighting with a bunch of people, so that's what my notifications have been like. I haven't looked at my notifications on Instagram. I haven't read them. So sorry for everybody involved in that, I guess. I guess if you're watching this and involved in those, if you're involved in those, you're probably watching this. So yeah, sorry about that. He's getting in, fight with y'all because I blocked him, I guess. But, that's not my fault. But I just don't like that you guys have to go through him, like, I guess, harassing you for no fucking reason. Or I guess the reason that being him being against tattoos, but the reason being me blocking him is the reason. But I thought that, that's supposed to stop the person. This is kind of actually weird. This is a weird person. But there's a lot of weird people like that. People do that a lot. People make a lot of burner accounts. That's been happening a lot. Burner accounts. That's what I'm gonna talk about. Fuck it. We're gonna go on a tangent and come back to the humans thing. Burner accounts. I need to get water. One sec. Is this bucket hat fly as fuck, son? This is a Noah hat. You fuck with it? Bucket hat season, boy. For real. It's bucket hat season. I love this. Nah. Burner accounts. Remember that, Mark. I got the water, but like bucket hats. Look at this. It's beautiful. I really hope my phone is not interfering with this. I'm gonna put it on airplane mode. No, I'm not. Wait. Oh, thanks, Ruben. He said, "Good to have Winebox back. Listening to the pod now. Go listen to the pod. They're the ill-advised and unprepared." I'm such a dick. Yo, all my homies' podcasts, every homie I have on my podcast, I'm like, what's your podcast name, dog? Because like, I don't consume content. For real. I don't. Not my friends' content, not any popular YouTubers' content, not Cody nobody's. No, I don't know why I'm making that. I'm trying to send that home so hard. Actually, that is a good thing. I'm trying to send home hard because people think I try and copy people. Actually, like I see comments like that sometimes, so it's kind of impossible. I don't watch other people. Somebody actually said once that I stole a Anthony Jeselnik joke off of his new special that I still haven't seen. I was like, I haven't seen it yet, man. Sorry. I mean, it's possible that we made the same joke. Both comedians. I'm not saying I'm on his level, but we're both comedians, so we're not like thinking at a civilian level of like jokage, right? That sounds really how do I put it, like cunty, right? But it's kind of real, right? So man, that's a whole other fucking podcast right there. Civilian. Like making sure a joke isn't too civilian. I don't know if that light's on me enough. I don't give a fuck. But let's talk about burner accounts really quick. Because this could be a good point. So I'm going to do this in the air to show myself this is a good editing point. Because I wish I had a way to flag or something. I probably can on the recorder, but I need a way to flag time it and I need somebody, one of you guys, who wants to just tell me the good points, the timing of the good points of my points I make, so I can edit them down into clips. And I'll do the fucking editing and shit. I just don't know. I don't watch these. I don't rewatch these. I just post them. I just take out, like, if it's too long of a pause or me getting my water and shit. That's it. I don't take anything else out. I don't give a fuck. To me, it's perfect. What I said was said. Everything, type shit. So, so the burner accounts thing is very weird. We'll touch on it really quickly because recently I've lost tons and tons of followers due to my support for the Black Lives Matter movement. That sounded weird if I just due to the black community, I have lost. No, due to my support of Black Lives Matter, I love that I'm losing followers. It is fucking making me very horny. Yet I didn't know there was that many ignorant cunts following me, bro. Here we go. Like, again, if you do not support my support of the Black Lives Matter movement, I have from the beginning been a supporter of the Black Lives Matter movement. If you do not, if that makes you it makes you not like me, or if you don't think Black Lives Matter, if you don't agree with that, then unfollow me, unsubscribe. Don't give me the all lives matter argument, because you wouldn't go to a breast cancer awareness fundraiser and yell liver cancer matters, lung cancer matters, would you? We know other problems exist, we know, but we're focusing on this right now. And this is a huge problem. Black Lives Matter. Unapologetically pro-black, bruh. For real. So if you ain't like that, just unfollow everywhere. And people been listening. But actually, people have been making burner accounts like crazy. So they kind of been listening and kind of haven't. I mean, I dropped under 10,000. At one point, I was at 10.4. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's a little shocking, actually. So now I can't do the swipe up on Instagram. That's the only reason I'm like, you motherfuckers. Wish I was at 11,000 and dropped to 10. But nah, that's absolutely, that doesn't matter to me at all. Of course. Like, I genuinely would rather drop down to, I want to drop down to 4. I dropped down to 4 for it. I know I lost a ton because of a certain post, and that was absolutely worth it. That kind of drew out the week. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see. You might get really mad. I won't put it in the video, though. I'm trying to make money, son. But a lot of burner accounts. Very weird. Even people from high school make burner accounts and come on my YouTube channel and say shit. It's so weird that literally they've brought up things from the past. Somewhat recently, I would say, within a year-ish, which is weird because we've been out of high school. We graduated 2013, and they've brought up high school stuff on burner accounts. And then somebody recently said, they're like, dude, you were such a racist in high school. Not true at all. At all. Not racist ever. Never have been. Never will be. But he's like, dude, you're such a racist in high school. I was like, either you are not from my high school or somebody who's just jealous from my high school. The jealous from my high school is probably a huge probability. You jealous, aren't you, huh? You hate that I made it, huh? That I'm making it. It's working. You don't like that shit, do you? Fuck you! I wish I could use more music. I wish I could just use the Tory Lanez. The Tory Lanez song. It's okay. He liked one of my Instagram posts. Nah. I like that, though. That shit makes me happy. Damn. Because it's weird for somebody to make a burner account for you. Multiple people. Like, you're in their head, like, when they're living in your head rent free type shit. Like, that's real, though. Like, what the fuck? And then, like, come back to Instagram after just, like, hanging out with people or, like, working or doing podcasts all day. And this dude's like, he's ignoring all of it. Look at it. Look, he's not stealing it from stuff. I'm like, Dude, what? Dude, I have a life, homie. Like, the biggest part of my life is to not look at my phone. I like to post and walk away. I like to engage in the comments because I do like to talk to you guys, but I forever will, but I won't forever engage with everybody because it's going to be too much one day. But for now, I can pretty much manage almost trying to engage with everybody, at least to an extent. So what was the point of that? Anyway, let's get back into the point of humans. I just want these people who think they're it, who think they're the one, who want to talk about themselves, like me, like not a person like me, but like a person who has obviously entrepreneurial like tendencies, who has the same personality traits. I mean, those are the type of people who I obviously have that personality trait, and if you're going to succeed, you need similar personality traits. Anyway, conversationalness doesn't have to be part of it, right? Extrovertedness does not have to be a part of it. I think you need introvertedness and extrovertedness, to be honest, in this industry nowadays, due to, well, because you could hire for content creation and stuff, but no, you can definitely succeed, of course, as an introvert, even on YouTube. It doesn't matter which one you are. But I highly suggest trying to make yourself or force yourself to become both, which I have done. But so the humans thing, I want to show that like you can learn from anybody, right? But I want it to be first people who have something they want to do for a living in mind, or that they're starting or working on. And then I want to check in with them later, right? And be like, let's see how you did. Let's see what you said you were going to do. Let's see if you did it, right? Like, were you just talking game, right? Like, were you just talking shit? Because nobody likes that, right? That's why I think my family back in the day, definitely, I mean, I know for a fact because my fucking family, I got ears, son. I got ears around in the family being like, they don't believe that this YouTube thing's going to work out. You ain't going to make it. Like, family members saying that shit. Oh my God, at my dad's funeral, bruh. Somebody talked shit about my first nose piercing. At my dad's funeral, somebody said, do you see Mark has that shit in his nose? Do you know how fucking disrespectful that is? Coming from me. Yo, that pisses me off. Just think about that, though. So imagine how I look now. Okay, so, that's why I fucking hate. If whoever said that, if you ever see this, fuck you. Point yourself out at the next family thing. Oh, God, I love the way I look. Fuck, I hate so much of my family. Jesus Christ. Fucking losers. And they're not even going to know which ones I'm talking about. Because I don't even know which one said it. Because there's so many who could have. There are so many. Man, this is like a therapy session. People are probably watching this right now at home like, Jesus, you need a therapist. I got one, bro. I'll tell her about this. No. I do have one, though. For real. She's great. She's amazing. I love you, Kelly. You're the best. In the therapist relationship type way, I love you. Appreciate you very much. So everybody should have a therapist, actually. Even, if you're fine. Therapy should be, if it's covered or something, or if it's cheap, I think it's a very, let's just talk on that for 2 seconds. Before back to the humans thing, I think a lot just try it out. If it's because you don't know shit. You don't. And the quarantine might have brought something out of you. But there might be a little problem. There might not be a problem at all. Or let's not look at it as a problem. There might be something that you don't like that you might want to fix, and a cognitive behavioral therapist could help you with that. I mean, I took psychology and stuff, so I'm in love with it, and I love talking with psychologists and stuff, actually, so it's actually pretty tight. Nah, I can't die. Nah, she's always like, even my mom's like, you could totally be a psychologist. No. Maybe I just got to buy a psychology book and watch more Jordan Peterson. I can't get into it. I would never go to school for it, right? So, do they do that online? Fuck, no, because I would want to get the doctorate just to be like, I'm a fucking doctor. Just like while I'm getting head or something, just be like, call me doctor. Why What? Why? Why, dude? Because I'm actually one. Oh, okay. Hot, huge cock. Because my dick is huge and it's back in their mouth. All right. Let's talk back. God, people are like, I thought this was your serious. This was your serious channel. No, this is my channel. That's just like it's me. Fucking weirdo. But I want it to be. I just want good conversation. I want to walk away from it feeling like, I just made a good connection with somebody. We just had a good conversation that we record that other people can learn from no matter what you do. Like if you're when I interviewed my friend who's a graphic designer, even if you're not one, you're going to learn shit in that to help you in your craft type shit. Like you can learn through anybody. Like, and I kind of, like hYOUmans of New York. If you don't know what that is, look that up. I bought one of their books. They have a couple of books out now, probably. I know they had a couple of books at the time, back in the day, but when I bought it. But it's amazing. He just takes pictures and interviews or asks a question, lets people just tell their story. I'm just practicing, I'm trying to get it down real good. It's easier with people who are good at it. In California, it's I feel like, people there think they're the one. There's a lot of people there who think they're it. There's a lot of people who think they've got, like, they're walking around, like, you can feel it, man. If you go to a bar out in like, I don't know, you look at people, like, they look like me. Like, and there's so much talent. And that's where the people go, and it weeds out a lot of the weak. And there's good connections, there's good people out there already, and beautiful out there. I don't need my car, I'm selling my car, bro. I'm getting a little, e-bike. It's like a motorcycle, but it's electric. But you'll think it's sexy. It goes 60. Don't worry. It ain't no bitch. Ain't no bitch shit. For real. But yeah, I don't know. I know Chicago has a lot. I don't really. It has a lot of. I don't know what kind of. I know there's a lot of rap in Chicago, of course. A lot of comedy in Chicago. I'll probably have a lot of comedians on. Probably a lot of rappers. I do love rap. You got to be good though. Good luck. There's a couple actually. I got in mind already. I would like my biggest goal for Chicago interview would be Cole Bennett. Oh my God. A sit down. I mean, that's what they are. It's a sit down conversation. Just chilling. Just hanging out. That'd be my biggest goal. That'd be crazy. I posted that he's my biggest goal for a sit down on Twitter on his birthday when I met him at one of his shows when I was super drunk apparently and fangirling super hard and shit. I started drinking at 11 o'clock in the morning that day, and I saw him at like 2:30 at night or 3, so I was still drinking. So like I was fucked up, bro. I was 24. My liver and body and mind can't take it at that point, son. All right. Or was I 23? I don't fucking know where. Anyway, but he liked it. He saw it. He saw that he was my main goal. All right. That'll come to fruition, I'm sure. But yeah, I want to interview the people who think they got it. The talent. There's a ton of talent. There's a ton of tattoo artists out here who are fucking amazing. Oh my God. I would interview them as well. I want the people who, I don't know, I guess if you want to, it's hard to get that. It's hard. I don't know. To get it out of somebody, you gotta want, maybe there's going to be a lot that won't be posted, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I do have to review them. I'm not sure. Or have it reviewed by somebody else. Maybe I'm too critical. Because I there's a feeling I want to evoke, or maybe I'm trying too hard to evoke that feeling and just kind of put them out no matter what. Because you can learn something no matter what. There's always a knowledge drop. on these humans, and I think they're great, and it's giving people exposure who deserve it, because but like we're gonna do checkups, and this is gonna be me I kind of want to assess them and shit, I feel like I need to do more of that. I need to do more of just like, I'm just kind of figuring it out after each one, I guess, because I don't rewatch, but I just kind of keep it in mind. I'm mindful of what I've done in the past, I guess. I probably should rewatch. I definitely probably should, but it's hard because I haven't figured out how to get it all edited with the new software and stuff, and I have a new editing tool, like physical editing tool, so I need to figure out how to get the software to work that and work the new tool after I get that motherfucker figured out. So you see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things I have to do. So there's a lot of choice fatigue, I guess. But making videos like this, I know how to edit and do, and these are number one most important, especially explaining to you what's about to come. So they're multi-angle podcasts coming from my garage, which is actually we turned into a studio. It's very vibed out. It kind of reminds me. I haven't watched Cold Ones, right? That's with the guy from Australia who has fat cunt tatted on him or something like that or whatever. What's his name? Anything for Views? Yeah. It kind of. I think it has that vibe kind of. I want to vibe it out more like that. I want less. Yeah, I need to figure it out. I need to figure out the lighting more. But we'll easily definitely do that. But yeah. And then maybe figure out if I need to get a Jamie. If somebody out here wants to be my person who looks things up and has a mic and is who like looks stuff up and puts it on like a TV or whatever for us, and can like switch between the cameras. I think that'd be sick. So if that's possible, problem is I ain't got no money to pay you yet. So you just gotta want to be involved. I think I have. Somebody has said they've been down. I think, of course, guy. I'll take anybody. Not anybody. You'd have to be cool, and because you'd get a mic and stuff. So. I do think a female perspective would be great. I think that would add a lot. I don't like on radio shows when the women just don't say shit. There's a couple good ones where like the women really get involved, and I love that. I hate when like it's just the men talking, the girls are just like, yeah. It's like, shut up, bitch. What are you there for? What the fuck are you there for? How do they have a camera on you and they get the camera on you laughing? No. No. That's not going to happen. Okay, we don't do that. We want somebody who wants to be involved, somebody who can keep us on track, but not somebody who gets too involved, right? Like, shut your fucking mouth. No, like, one I can hit. I'm kidding completely, unless you're cool with that type shit. But like, yeah. Somebody who can keep us on track. All right. And I feel like women are really good at that. The keeping on track part. And they have a different mindset, I guess. The mind for that is more like with conversations, especially. I don't know. But I'll take obviously a dude because it's more likely to be a dude anyway. Especially because they'd probably feel more comfortable, a guy fucking being. All right, the garage is closing now. There's 6 guys in here, and you, my partner, feel safe now? No, I'm kidding. You totally would be safe, 100%. That'd be cool. I do have a second computer that I could utilize for that. Totally. Man, we can get. Nah, I don't think we do live streams ever. I don't think I would ever live stream it. That's bad. That's a bad idea. Right out. From the gate, from the jump right here would be bad. Because no. Eventually, maybe. Once I start getting consistent, good. Where I don't have to worry about if they want to redo it or if they're gonna say some fuck shit. Oh man. But how can I sell you on this, right? If I haven't already. If you're listening to this and going, man, that kind of sounds like every other fucking podcast. Does it? I don't know. Like, what are other podcasts about? But like, I want it to be about like art, like. So I mean, podcasts are always about they always do interviews, right? So they always ask questions, right? It's about the individual, but I'm trying to make it more than that because people always notice that I like this one guy, a friend of my friend Brian. He goes, "You're the type of person who I want for something like I want you to do this with me because you ask questions that I want asked," and I think I do that. I think I ask questions that aren't asked. I might think differently. I might go down different paths that are different. I want to be more conversation-like. I think I'm making it too focused on their business. And I think I want to be more focused on them, like their world, their ideals, what makes them tick, what makes them happy, what makes them stressed. Why do they go through that for this? Why is this meaningful? Like in what you're doing right now, the amount of work you're putting in, is it possible to accomplish the goals that you're getting and shit like that? Cause I remember I did that on a podcast once. I don't even know if it got I think it got posted. I don't know. I think it was. Yeah. With my podcast homies from Ill Advised and Unprepared. Hey, got it. But I was like, talk to them about like, the amount of content they're putting out and shit like that, if they thought it was enough and shit. So I kind of want to tell people that because people usually don't put out enough content. Nobody does. I don't. I mean, I stopped for a while. A ton of my revenue got lost from YouTube, like crazy amount. But it's obviously going back up the more I post. But I haven't posted on Wineboxpapi because I need to figure that motherfucker out. Ooh, shit. I do need to figure that motherfucker out. Really bad. I'll work on that today. But I really want to find, once it comes to, once I move and I start interviewing people who think they're more, I think it'll be fun for me to find people who think they're it, but then and then they're not. I don't know. Should I post those when you catch, and you get the feeling that they're not? But does it make it a bad interview, or should I go in on it? Or I don't know. If I find somebody, should I be like, you sure, man? You sure? Because based off of what I'm seeing, off of what you've been doing in the past year, let's say they've been doing it for, it doesn't seem like it's working too well or something. I don't know. Should I? I don't know. Because they might get a little angry. We locked in a garage. And sometimes it gets a little sweaty. So I don't know if I do that. I don't know. That was a dumb question. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But definitely I want to involve people. I need to work on the logo. I need to work on the logo for this. I think we figured that out a little bit. Me and my homie Cody from Graphic Heads. Shout out Graphic Heads. His interview coming out soon. He's great. So yeah, anybody, I'm mobile. I'll be going to in and out of Hollywood a lot. LA area, that place. Like, I'll probably be getting Airbnbs, or if Amira is kind enough to let me stay there or whatever, randomly and shit. Yeah, we can link, absolutely. If you're in Chicago or any tri-state area around here, we might be able to get a place and meet somewhere to where I know for a fact you're not going to fucking murder me, or something like that. But, I really want this to be open. Now involving what I do Skype ones. I don't know. It would have to be, nah, I wouldn't. I would only do Skype for like Jonna, Skippy, Darcy, people like that at the moment. The phone calls are going to be for Poppy Code, but I might change the name of that. Yeah, I don't know, because Poppy Code, I want this channel to stray away from that as much as possible, I guess. Poppy code was just easy because guy code and shit. I didn't want to work too hard on that. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. The names don't matter, really, to be fucking honest with you. McDonald's, you think that name was a hit? Walmart? Oh, yeah, Amazon? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. It doesn't really matter. Wineboxpapi's fucking killer, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's a killer-ass name. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Champagne Poppy, for me stealing your fucking name, dog. So many people do. Can't believe nobody took Wineboxpapi. Wow. It's funny. That's good, though, because whenever people search wine, I pop up, and they're like, who the fuck? Why are you Wineboxpapi? Sometimes people get mad. Like some black girl got mad at me whose name was her Instagram handle was like Chocolate Queen or something. No cap, all right? And she fuck! I need to drink more. I'm trying not to because I'm like trying to reserve this so I don't have to go get another fucking water bottle. She was like, you white men taking culture, saying Poppy at the end of your name. I'm like, okay. Chocolate Queen. Okay, like, let's be real here. Yeah, I can't take you seriously. Really? So Drake, I have Champagne Poppy. Are you telling me that Drake is Latino or whatever, or is he Hispanic or something, or whatever Poppy comes from? You're telling me that that's okay? I can't do that. Isn't Drake? So he's black, white, Jewish. So the Jewish part I think is where you can say Poppy. My dad was Jewish. I'm not Jewish. I was raised Catholic. Now I'm an atheist. So shit. I probably can't say Poppy. Fuck, you're right. I should probably change it to something else. Like that girl's a stupid cunt. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really. Yeah, I don't know. I want to incorporate the phone calls with the advice thing, I think. You calling in asking for advice and shit like that at first, and then figure out more. But then, so yeah, that's what hYOUmans is. I think it's me just finding people who I think I want to talk to about what they have going on. Or maybe just people I want to talk to who I find interesting. It doesn't have to be about their business. It's just somebody... I just want to have a good conversation. That's it. Because conversations make the fucking world go round. Everybody loves good conversation. Every single person loves good conversation. I'm deep throating this fucking microphone if you're listening to this because audio's on the rise. We want to know why people fucking love conversation. They love good conversation. If you can have good conversation, hit me the fuck up. Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry if I didn't fully explain it well enough. The concept is still in the works. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. You know, I don't want it to be an interview, but I also want to interview him. You know, I want to have questions, but I don't want it to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out. It's like a Joe Rogan thing. It's like Joe Rogan for real. You know, things I'm interested in, but I also want it to be about, because you can interview anybody. Like, even if I'm not interested about, let's say I'm not interested about graphic design, right? But I still interviewed my friend Cody. We still got a great interview, a great conversation, stuff out of it, right? Because there's stuff he's probably interviews people or has people on about that he's not super directly interested in, I'd assume. But would do it for, I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to figure it out. But that's what this talk is for. But that's what I'm also doing. But like they'll be slowly coming out. Just to let you guys know that's going to come. I couldn't think of a good coming joke except for me saying, and so am I. So I didn't want to say it, so I said it. Those will be rolling out probably once a week. I'll be having them backlogged. They take up a lot of space. A lot of fucking space. So I'll try and post them and shit. Get them edited. And then I will make I want to try and make 2 to 3 of these type of videos a week. At least one, you know, but I have a lot of shit I want to talk about, as you can tell. So I need to make separate videos about all of them. And I'm going to. And then we're going to get back to the comedy on Wineboxpapi. And we're going to get back to taking over the fucking world, bitch.